Hello, my friends. My name is Dadcraft73, and welcome back to another episode from the Truly Bedrock Let's Play server. Oh, man, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're taking care of yourself and you're doing all right. That is for sure and for certain, man. We all need to be doing all right. It's rough, but let's keep on keeping on. Let's do it together. And the way we could do it together is how about we play a little bit of that Minecraft game? It makes me so happy. I love it. Oh, what is it about this crazy game that just fills me with so much joy? Anyway, speaking of stuff that fills me with joy, I got an email, or not an email, a letter from our friend Zloy XP. You know, me and Zloy XP go way back. We're friends from a long time ago, and we have played many games together and had many good times. So it's only fitting that he and I would be super cool pen pals. And he wrote me this great letter, and he talks about an impenetrable storage where we could save our valuables and pay a small fee. So, I mean, the first time he sent me a letter, I was all like, what is this crazy stuff? He's like yelling all around. So I wrote a letter back. I will read it to you, and then we're going to place it in his mailbox. Dear Zloybert, I hope this note finds you doing well. It's actually nice to talk to someone that understands the heavy burden of being a tycoon of industry. Don't feel bad about your previous note. I now understand that it was sent out of good personal feelings about the safety of the beautiful and priceless diamond tree. Until your latest letter, I never had a thought that my diamond tree would be anything but safe, but now some doubt has creeped in, and I find myself more nervous than ever before. I would be interested in hearing more about a way to not only preserve the beauty of the diamond tree, but also a way to keep its vast riches safe from those that would take it. Tell me more. Sincerely, your friend in ink, Dadcraft. Diamonds are my best friends, 73. So, we're going to put that. I know in the episode the other day, I said I was just going to write it. I wanted you guys to know that, so you don't think that Zloy's trying to run some kind of con or something. So, I wrote the letter. We're going to put it in there. We're going to, I don't know what we do with this. What do we do with this? Can we, like, grind it or something and turn it back into a book? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Letter's been delivered. Now, our next stop, we have some errands to run, and then we're going to get over to the base and do a little bit of work. We have some grinding to do that I'm going to do mainly off camera, but we have some more errands to run. I just came from, a minute ago, from the diamond tree, and I was raking in. I ended up getting 44 diamonds. Yeah, so it's 4 diamond blocks plus 8 more, and I added 4 to the diamond tree. I just stuck them in various places, which is how it was supposed to be, and it brought our total of diamonds in the diamond tree to 53. So Jessie told me there were 49 in her original build. We added 4 more, so now we have 53 on the diamond tree, and we have 8 more. But I need to go back to the shopping district real quick because I need some ice. And because you guys have been helping me out with my, I mean, it was just like the episode was just the other day, but you're helping me out with my kelp farm. Tell me how to fix the water across the top. So we're gonna do 2 things. One, we're gonna put a lid on it so no fish can spawn. That was something else you told me. And I need a little bit of ice to handle the whole water flow deal. So I figure we'll just buy ice from. Oh, it's over this way, isn't it? Let's fly. How about we fly? That's always more fun. There's the beautiful diamond tree. Oh, I love it. Let's go to Tiz Tom's Ice Shack, maybe? Oh, okay. That looks new. Okay. 1 ice. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Okay, is there an ender chest around here? Where's ATM? Up here? Okay. Because I don't want to use I can't use even though I have 8 diamonds in my inventory, those are diamond tree diamonds, and you know the rules, right? So diamond tree diamonds. Let's get our goodie box out of here. Diamond tree diamonds only can be placed in the diamond tree. Regular diamonds, like these. I'm gonna get like a couple stacks. Okay. Oh, so these guys go like here. Okay, good. And then this can just go back in. So we're going to get how many stacks of ice 2 diamonds could buy. Let me tell you, I was over there a minute ago when I came here to empty out the diamond tree, the loot from the diamond tree. By the way, we have a whole list of stuff that I have to refill. Gravel, Some sand is a little bit low, a little bit of white concrete, some blackstone if we have it, etc. Just some of those things. But anyway, so 1 diamond is 2 stacks. So let's get 4 stacks, and we'll put 2 diamonds in there. Yay. I like to support my old buddy Tiz. I mean, that's for sure. I love Slack and Foxy's ice shop. It's amazing. But, you know, support. Buy local, buy small business. You know how it is. We like to support those kind of folks. Oh, there's a diamond tree. I love it. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so we're over here at the kelp farm. You guys were like, hey, this water situation that you have definitely works, but if you want it to be flatter and then you can reduce the height of this thing a little bit, the key is ice. I think someone else said that I could also use slabs, which, you know, makes sense to me. But ice, people definitely said I could use, because what that does is when we break the ice, it actually makes like a source block of water, and we don't like mess up our farm at all. And the other thing is, if we put a cover on top of our kelp farm, we will stop fish and stuff from spawning, because they need to have air or like a surface, and then they will only spawn in there. And I would assume that's the same for squid, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do is I brought some netherrack over here, and we need to knock out these water layers. So we need to get these layers cleared out. So we're just going to place netherrack in, and then we'll break it. And I understand it's going to go into the system, but we'll just pull it out. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. So let's get all of these source blocks out of here. We're going to have to do the same thing for the next couple levels until we get this thing down a little bit lower. By the way, thank you so much for everybody who took the few minutes to comment with those helpful suggestions. It's weird because sometimes I tell people, they've probably heard me say, that I don't like it when people tell me how to play Minecraft. But what I do like is when people are genuinely, especially when I ask the question and people are helping. I mean, I appreciate that. So anyway, I'm going to get all this water out of here. This will hopefully stop some of these mobs from spawning. Well, I mean, the cover will help get the mobs out of here. But we're going to try to implement a different water stream system, and we'll see how that works. All right, let me do that. I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so we have all of the water taken out here, except for this row of source blocks right across the back here, which is where we want the actual items to flow. And then underneath that, we've got ice. So the idea is, if we now break all of this netherrack, we should get water that is flowing all the way across to the hoppers. I think, yes, let's verify that in just a second. The old unbreaking bug is getting us for sure. Okay. So, oh, hello? One more. There we go. All right, so now that's all out there. See how that flows? Just like that? Oh, man, that's exactly what we want. Now, let's switch to our other pick. We don't want to use our Soak Touch pick here. But now, theoretically, if we break the ice under this, I guess we can test it, right? We should continue to have this flow going this way, but then we will restore all the source blocks underneath. Okay, this seems to be working just as it was said to work. Okay, let's just get this rest of this broken out of here. This looks like it's working like a dream. Yeah, boy. Are those like floating back up? Yeah, they're floating back up. Okay. Okay. So that right there should be working just how we want it to be. And those that hit the edge, let's just go over here and watch them real quick. They should still come up. Yeah. Okay. Then they float back over. Okay. So now we have a much lower farm. So we're going to be able to take all these blocks out of here. So I guess we can take them out starting like right... No, actually... We want to go up one. Let's also not break them. We'll get our Soak Touch pick back out. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this guy to break all of these blocks. We'll at least get 2 layers back from this farm, because we need 1 layer to actually be the roof. And then we're going to run these, we're going to replace this layer right here with glass, and then our farm should be operational. Man, thank you so much, all of you who commented. I'm actually recording this, and the video has only been live for like 12 hours so far, but you guys are blowing up my comments with ways to fix this, so I wanted to make sure I recorded it. So there's probably even more of you by now that have made the same suggestion. So thank you so much for that. That's exactly what we need. Now we have a much sort of I mean, it's just better, I think. We were still getting that weird, like, undertow thing, but I'm okay with that. The good thing about it is our farm is going to be 2 blocks shorter, and I think that's going to look a little bit better. That's awesome. Anyway, all right, let me get the rest of this glass tore out of here, get the lid put on it, and then we'll come back one more time and just verify that we don't see any more fish spawning in here, and then we'll be good to go. So let me do that, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I put a glass cover on this farm, thinking that would be enough to get rid of fish spawns, but as you can see, we still have fish spawning down in there, so I'm thinking it has to be a solid cover and not just a glass one. So I'm in the process of tearing out all the glass. I got my Soak Touch pick right here, and we're just going to break out like wherever the water is, and I brought myself some green concrete, and we're going to put that in place instead. I'm hoping I'll get all of this glass back. I'm going to need it, because I think what I want to do is after I'm done with, it's kind of weird looking. You can see through it. After we get the green concrete on here, we're going to need to put a lid back on this thing for sure, because we don't want any mob spawns. We're trying to see, that's one of the benefits of using glass, and sort of the reason why I wanted to, because anything that's got glass on it won't allow mobs to spawn, and that way we don't get our rates in our mob farm messed up. So I just need to break the rest of this, get all this taken care of, and then we're going to try to find something else to get done today. We've been sort of knocking out stuff, you know, fixing problems that we have, so maybe we need to keep on keeping on with that. I also have to get a little bit of dye made and some stuff like that. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, let me get this done. I'll bring you back. We'll confirm that we don't have any more fish spawns. You can see them carting around down there. That's no good. And then we'll see if we can't figure out something else to do. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. Okay, I think that solved it. So I not only put a concrete cover over the water sources, or the water portion of the farm, but then I went and put more glass on the top. So we can't have any mobs up there spawning, and I've been sort of standing here for a few minutes after it was done, and we're certainly getting no more fish spawns. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Now, I will tell you that a couple of you guys in the comment section mentioned updating or changing this thing around a little bit so it would automatically smelt the stuff. What's it called? The kelp. Yeah, that's the whole farm. Oh my goodness, that where it would automatically smelt the kelp as it came down. So I think we're going to try to implement that as well, and then I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I think we can use, someone said smokers, I think we'll just use furnaces. I don't see why we can't. And then I think what we're going to need to do, though, is sort of get a little lower here, maybe. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to manage that. I sort of have a plan. But I think what we'll do is we'll just go, we'll go along that same line that we have up there of these furnace, or the chests, and we'll just empty them into the furnace array. And then have more storage underneath, maybe, for... I mean, I sort of feel like we should raise everything up a little bit. I mean, we could certainly do that. I don't know. I got to figure out what we're going to do. But that's the next thing on our list. But we have certainly solved the issue with fish spawning into our kelp farm. And now we're just raking it in. We're straight raking it. Oh, man. Raking it in, baby. You know it. Oh, we're taking care of business, that's for sure. All right, so that's working. Let me go get a bunch of furnaces. We'll see if we can't figure out some sort of furnace array. Yeah. I mean, I think what we could do, I mean, I think it's be pretty simple. Because we can use the cooked kelp. So we're going to have to, like, prime it, right? But then we should be able to use the cooked kelp. Oh, I think this is going to be super easy. Let me go and get a couple furnaces and some other pieces parts, and then we'll come back here and see if we can't figure out a solution on how to make cooked kelp from our farm. And we'll try to make it so it's hands off as much as possible. Man, I'm sort of getting into this whole kelp farm. I don't know if we really need it or not, but man, we got it fired up. Anyway, let me go get my stuff over here. I'll be back with you once I sort of get a little bit of a thing done, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I think I've got this set up how I want it to look. I think it's going to work out pretty good. So we're just going to run our furnaces. Let me see, can I do that from up here? I bet I can. Let's run our furnaces across. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8 total furnaces. They're all going to have a hopper running into the top of them, like so. Yes, that's where the kelp is going to flow. Let's get this. Man, it's so loud. All these different noises flying all around. And then we're going to put this here temporarily. And we'll go like this. And we'll run hoppers along this way. See if we can't go here. And get one. We want it to face into that guy. Let's do it this way. All right, and then we'll go like that. So there's our input hopper chain. So all these hoppers are going to fill up across the way. We're going to start pulling items out of here, and we should actually see items starting to flow. Oh, hold on. This thing's going to have to fill up. Yep, so all of these hoppers across the top are going to fill up one at a time, and then all those. Okay, so that's how that needs to be. All right, so that's good. Now, let's go around the back side of here. If we can. Okay. And then we need to have hoppers facing into the back of these furnaces. Can I reach that one? Nope. Okay, let's get a little bit further out. Okay. There. And there. Like so. Oh, okay. Let's fly back up here. It's kind of scary. Oh, man. We got all kinds of stuff going on. All right, so those are the fuel hoppers back there, right? And then, how are we going to handle that guy right there? Because I need to be able to run hoppers across the top there, but I don't want them to pull that. So maybe that's not going to work. Do we have to even go one higher? We may actually have to go a block higher, take out two of these two. But what we want to do, though, is we want to have hoppers running across the back here. I mean, well, no, let's do it this way. Okay, so we want like a block there, and then we'll run these this way, like so. No. I think that no matter how we do this, this is going to be a problem. So I think what we need to do, so it's not a problem, is move this one. Yeah, let's move this one and this. Oh, here I'm going to fall again. I've fallen like, I don't know, 50 times. Oh, man, I got to get good. Okay, so I guess you see sort of what we've got going on here. We're going to extend our furnaces out one more on both sides here. Did I pick up the furnace? Yes. So we're going to put this furnace down here so we have it just moved over one. We're going to have a hopper going into the top, and then we're going to grab one of these blocks like this, and then this hopper chain will extend one more. Okay, so that's not a problem. That just means this one is the first of the chain. Yeah, that's working like a dream. And then we should be able to go down here and add this guy back in there, and then we want to have that. Yep. Oh, you know what we should do? We should run them the other way. That would make more sense, probably. Okay. So let's leave that alone. We'll go put this block down here on the end. Like so. Yep. And then we'll run this hopper chain this way across the top of these ones that are going in that are going to deliver the fuel. Let's back up just a little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to have to like rig something up there. Okay. So that's that. Okay. That should work. Then the only other thing we need to do is we're going to have to go down along here and put in like right here, double chest. Okay, and then we go around the backside here, and then that will be the smelted. So what we'll have we'll have 8 double chests of smelted kelp, which then we can convert into blocks using the crafting bench, right? And then we should be good to go. Okay, so the only other thing we need to do now, other than clean up around here, is go down here. Let's go one more this way, and then we'll go like that. Okay, and we'll stick a double chest here. Okay, and this will end up being fuel, right? Okay, but for the time being, what I would like to do, so I have 8. Let's put 8 of these. Okay, we put 8 in there. Each one of these does 20. So even though it's not going to be a ton, hopefully it'll be enough to get us started. I mean, I can come back and add some coal or something like that, and we should be good to go. Let's go like so, like that, yep, and like that. We'll start cooking. Okay, so that should work. And then all we have to do, okay, to finish this up, all we need to do is go like so. All right, and we'll run blocks out across the edge here till we get to the end. Yes. Okay, and then we'll just go like so and like that. And then other than needing to fill this thing up with fuel every once in a while, but man, once we have like a double chest full of fuel, we should be in pretty good shape, right? We can put some coal in there or something even, short term. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now, let's go around the back. Can we reach these blocks? Yep. Oh, there'll be one less thing to worry about cleaning. Man, these farms, they're crazy loud. All these, like, pistons flying. So then we can pull all the smelted goods out of there like so. Okay? So that means we've got fuel coming from the left over this way. Yeah, that's going to work like a dream. And now let's just break these up. And we'll get rid of the blocks that are under, because we're going to clean all these up. We don't want them here. There's no reason to have any of these extra blocks hanging out here, because we're trying to make sure that we don't have any sort of problems. Okay, so can we jump over there? Yes. Okay. Okay, so this then should work. I mean, I think it's going to work the way that we expect it to. I think the only thing that we need to be able to finish this whole thing up is a little bit more fuel, because we are going to burn through these fairly quickly. Yeah, and it's almost like we need some Okay, I think... no, let's just go grab some fuel. Uh-oh, I don't have any rockets. Oh, please don't land on something and kill myself. Okay. Oh, man, I didn't have any rockets in my hotbar. Alright, so we'll fly over to the base. We'll get a bunch of coal. We have tons. I mean, literally tons of coal that we can use to get this whole thing started. Let's get somewhere we could jump off something, since we decided to be bad at Minecraft. Okay, so we'll go grab some coal. We'll load that all up in the fuel chest, and then I think we're good. I think I don't know, I had this idea that we were going to do more than this today, but I think all of these kelp farm improvements are actually stuff that we needed to get done, and now it's going to be just one of those things we don't have to worry about. And then if we supplement this whole thing with coal a little bit in the early days, then once we have a big stockpile of seaweed or of kelp, then we can just, I mean, we're going to be good to go. Okay, so we can go like this, convert all those. I mean, that's 9 stacks. Yeah, I mean, we could go and put 1 in each hopper. I mean, we have tons of coal. We could probably get 18 stacks. 8 times... Oh, so we're going to need more than that, aren't we? 40 stacks to actually fill up all the hoppers. We'll just do some manual. We'll load them up with some manual stuff. Yep. All right, so let me get all this stuff over here, all of this fuel. We'll put the stuff, maybe I should say stuff a couple more times. Let me get it all over there, and then we can just make sure it's working across the board. I'll let some of the kelp trickle down and fill up some of the hoppers, and we'll look at it from there. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. Okay, I think we've made all the improvements to our kelp farm that we need to today. And I mean, I think this was a needed episode, just because it's good to kind of go back through. And, you know, lots of people watch the first episode, so maybe they want to see how we can sort of optimize our kelp farm. It seems to be working. We're certainly getting dried kelp out of these furnaces. I added some extra coal for fuel. I think when we have tons and tons of dried kelp, we'll be able to make a bunch more stacks and just keep filling it up. So for a while, it's going to take me feeding coal into this whole system to make this work the way that we want to. But I think it's going to work great. We're going to have tons and tons of dried kelp, which then we can turn into kelp blocks, which then we can turn into fuel, which will just keep the system running. And that way, our kelp farm will never sort of back up. Oh man, I love it. I'm happy. And we've got the lid on there. No more fish, no more anything else spawning in there. I'm really happy with what we've got going on out here. I think our next project maybe not next episode, but soon we need to get a melon and pumpkin farm built out here that we can just AFK at and kind of just sit around while we're raking in stuff. We also have to get a storage system in place for that. So, our mob farm. So many little projects. Seems like they're never ending, but that's okay. We'll knock them out together. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my Truly Bedrock Let's Play series, where we took care of all of our kelp farm problems, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.